Hey peeps, welcome to my channel. This is Jessie, and today we're going to talk about your baby. Hi, my name is Jessie. Welcome to my channel. This is my very first post. And of course, I'm going to talk about the issue of crisis pregnancy and abortion. So if you are a mom and you are pregnant and did not ask to be pregnant, did not wish to be pregnant, maybe you're in a very tough situation, this video is for you. So if you're watching this video right now, you might just be interested in what I have to say, or perhaps you are actually pregnant. Maybe you didn't ask for this pregnancy. Maybe it came upon you at a time in your life where you don't really feel ready for a baby, aren't equipped to have a baby. There could be a whole lot of reasons why this just doesn't seem like a good idea to you. And perhaps it came across your mind that an abortion would be a good fix or an easy way out. And I'm here to kind of just sort it out with you, maybe give you some ideas to think about. So number one is, I just want to speak some truth into your life, and that is that scientifically and factually, you are carrying a human being in your womb. You are a female, and your body was created to bear children. So that is part of who you are and who you were created to be and how you were designed. And now you have this life in you that is alive, very much alive. And one thing that is significant is that babies, once you do become pregnant, their heart starts beating at around 16 to 21 days of pregnancy. So your little baby already has a beating heart that is pumping blood through their body. Their eyes and their fingers are forming by 8 weeks. You have fully formed fingers and toes, and there's a lot of milestones, but they all come very quickly with the baby. One significant thing to mention is that they are human. They have human DNA from day one, even from the day of conception. So you are carrying a human being in your womb. That is one of the most important facts to know just right up front, is that this is a person. And this person has unique DNA that no one else has. They will have a unique personality that no one else has. They will have some genetically carried traits from you and the father, and that perhaps, already will have an effect on their personality. But now I want to mention that when you become pregnant, even from day one, your emotions get really intense. So everything that you normally would feel becomes very intensified. And that can feel very overwhelming and very daunting and scary. So any sort of fear you might have about the baby is going to be intensified a lot. You're going to feel that fear a lot more than you would if you were not pregnant. So your ability to be able to just chill is like really not very good. I struggled with this through all 4 of my pregnancies, and I was just a ball of stress and worry, basically, which is not abnormal for a pregnant mother. And ask anyone you know. So that is one thing that I want you to think about, because anything that you don't want to make a rash decision based on your emotions in the fear that you're feeling, you have to kind of take into consideration that that is probably a little bit out of whack. And so your mind wants to make everything so much worse than it actually is. So number one is we covered there's a human being in you. Two, you were made for this. Your body was designed for this. Men do not have wombs, obviously. Only women do, and it's beautiful. And you know, womanhood and motherhood is actually a very, that is feminism. It's feminist. Your body was created beautifully. You have breasts. The purpose of them is to feed your young. Everything in you, in your body, is to nurture a little baby. So when you do get pregnant, even if it is in a bad situation, this is a beautiful thing and a special gift that only you have. That brings me to my next point, which is that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. With a baby, it's not like you can just go to the grocery store and order up a new one. And you're never guaranteed a second chance. So a lot of women think, oh, well, I'll just have an abortion and then, the next one I'll keep. But then they don't get a next one. Because a lot of women who have abortions, the abortion will mess up their reproductive system, and they will not be able to have any more. So you never know. We can't guarantee tomorrow what's going to happen, how many babies you might have in the future. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity each time, and you can't ever get that one human being back. So you're never going to get. If you lose that person's personality, let's say it's a girl, and perhaps she'll grow up one day to be a head nurse or a doctor, and she's going to make waves in society, or whatever she's going to be. Maybe she has a personality, she loves to garden, and let me just use my sister for example. She has red hair, she loves to garden. She went to college, she did horticulture, and she is a blessing to the family giving. And when you have an abortion, you're throwing away that soul. So you're throwing away all those memories of Thanksgiving, all those times with that person, all of the things that they're going to contribute to society. You're essentially just throwing it away. And that's not something that is just worth a little. For example, like just a piece of paper you crumble up and throw it in the trash. A soul is worth a lot more than just a piece of paper. So I just want to let you know that the baby was meant to be, that they have a purpose in this life. And we don't know what that purpose is yet, but this baby will be a blessing to you. So sometimes some of you might say, well, I'm in a really hard time in my life. This just happened. I'm in an abuse situation, or anything like that. Or I'm dealing with a mental illness or anything like that. The baby will be a blessing. And I truly believe that a lot of times the Lord God sends babies to mothers in crisis so that they can get through that crisis. With my youngest one, which you can probably hear in the background, he was like a shining light in my life during one of the hardest times in my life. And when I was being abused, I would look down at him and I would be breastfeeding him, and he would just smile at me, and it would be the only thing in my entire day that was positive for me. And it would help me to hold on, and I remember it was just like a rush of just fresh water to have him in my life during that most difficult time. And it was like God sent him just for me to bring joy in the middle of a very depressing situation. And I had this cute little chubby baby that was always smiling at me with the chubby cheeks and everything, and he would sit on my lap, and you have someone to cuddle, and they love you back so much. I mean, you're like their superhero. They're your mini-me, and that person, boy or girl, just imagine, grows up, and you teach them, you teach them their colors, and then when they get older, they come to you for advice. Hey, Mom, I saw this cute boy at school. And then when you're older, when they move out, then they are your legacy. They're the ones that are the reason why you're not sitting alone at Thanksgiving. They come to the table and they bring their wife and their children and your grandbabies over, and your son might be the one to come fix your roof, and or whatever. And then when you're older, they may be the ones to take care of you when you're old. So God's perfect design is beautiful in that way. Now, some of you are maybe coming out of a domestic abuse or violent situation. I mean, that is really tough stuff. Some of you may have giant obstacles like mental illness or anything like that, which I understand both, because I battle mental illness as well as I have been in domestic abuse. So I get you, and I get how hard that is. It's insane. So some of you were raped and you didn't want a child, and you feel victimized. Like, you didn't ask for this child, you did everything that you were supposed to do, and here you are, and you have these negative feelings toward this person that hurt you, and you just don't want to remember it anymore, and abortion seems like an easy fix or an easy way out. Some of you had affairs and you cheated on your boyfriend or your husband, and you're not sure who the dad is, and you're worried if you keep this baby, are they going to find out? Some of you have relatives that are speaking into your life, and they're just really pressuring you to get rid of this baby. You've got to get rid of this baby. It could hurt our reputation. What will we do? Or you don't have enough money, and who's going to take care of this baby? For those of you that struggle with the financial part, or maybe the mental illness part, or the domestic violence, those are situations where you just have to take it day by day and trust that God will get you through. God says that He feeds the birds, and the birds don't work. They don't go to work. They don't put any effort into, they don't go to work and make money and buy their food. But God provides their food for them every day. And He says that you are worth much more than the birds. So if God provides for the birds, He will provide for you, especially if He's the one who gave you the child. So you think, well, there's a lot of things to worry about. What I want you to know is that it's going to be okay. There's so many people out there who are desperately wanting to help you and your child, and they want to help your family. And besides that, if you feel like there is no way you could possibly follow through, there are so many amazing mothers who cannot have children, or even have children, who are waiting. I have a huge waiting list of mothers who would love, who are just waiting for a child to just love. to love on. And so giving this child a chance to live the life that they deserve is a special gift and such an act of love and honor on your part to allow them the life that they've been given. And so it's actually a beautiful thing, but I want you to know that it's going to be okay. The financial aspect, there are so many people who would love to jumpstart you, to get you help, and even follow through and sponsor you to continue to give you help. There are a lot of resources out there in today as well, in today's world as well. As far as the relatives pressuring you go, I tell people, don't let anyone steal your gift, your greatest gift, which is your legacy, your son or your daughter. Don't let them pressure you into taking that away from you. There's nothing that's worth losing that. And most of the time, these relatives that are very narcissistic, controlling, toxic, overbearing, and they want to make decisions for you, those people are not really healthy for you. And a lot of time after you have the baby, those people relax. They stop giving you a fit, and they end up tickling the baby and giggling and buying the baby clothes, and they get into it after a while and they get over it, and they will. But at the time, it seems so scary for the mom who's pregnant, especially if you're a younger mom who's pregnant and your parents are very involved in your life and they're putting pressure on you, or your grandmother, or whoever it is. That can seem very, very scary. So I just want you to understand that I know it seems so scary, but in the end, once you take a stand and you boldly say, you know, Mom, I know you feel this way, but you really want to keep my baby, and I'm going to stick to my guns on that. They will eventually back off, and once you have the baby, no one can resist the cute face. Some of you are afraid of losing the relationship with the father or the boyfriend. Some of you are afraid that if you don't get the abortion, they will leave you. And I'm here to say that if they will leave you because you wouldn't kill your baby, you probably shouldn't have been with them in the first place anyways, because they really don't love you or have your best interests in mind. And there are so many good guys out there, it's not worth it to stay with someone like that. So you're doing yourself a favor to get away from that person, and you are strong, and you can do it. You can be a single mom, which I am right now. I'm a single mom of 4, not just one. So you can be a single mom. You can survive. There's help for you, and it's going to be okay. Say, well, no, God didn't give me this, baby. I had a sexual relationship outside of marriage. I did this on my own. But when you say that, you misunderstand God, because God is so good that He blesses people even in their sin. And I'll say that again. God blesses people even in their sin. Yes, God knew you slept with your boyfriend, but He still wanted to bless you. And it says very clearly that children are the Lord's reward. In the Bible, it says that the children are His reward. So a child is a blessing to you. It is a gift. It's one of the best gifts you could ever get. And even though it may not feel like it at the moment, it really is. So I just want you to know that it's going to be okay, that you can do this, and that it's not as terrifying as it seems, and that you can be bold, and you will never regret keeping your child. You will never regret it. You will never have to deal with the guilt of knowing that you took the life of your child. And it's going to be okay. That's what I want to tell you, is that it's going to be okay. There's people who would love to help you. Emotional support, financial support, in every way. And I can help connect you with those people if you are in a crisis pregnancy or in a situation that's less than ideal, or maybe you are in an ideal situation and you just would like someone to support you through this. Maybe you're all alone, or maybe not. You just would like a family of women and mothers and people to cheer you on. And I can help connect you with those people. So just either go to our website, ilovebabiesinitiative.com, or leave a message below and let me know your thoughts. But it's going to be okay. God will take care of you. God will take care of your child. And He already is taking care of you by giving you a child. He's taking care of the joy that you need in your life. He's taking care of that part of you that needs to be fulfilled, which is one of the most significant things and accomplishments you can do in your life is to raise a child. And so let's do it together. And I'm cheering you on. I'm here to support you. I'm here to say you can do this. And this is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a wonderful thing. And I want to say congratulations. Having a baby is an exciting thing. And you can pick out outfits for your baby, purchase items, and people would love to help you with that as well. So definitely I want you to think about these points, pray on these points, sleep on these points. Don't make any decisions really fast. Realize that it's probably a lot scarier than it really looks. I mean, it's not as scary as it looks. And it's just going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Everything will be okay. And I hope you have a great night. I hope you enjoyed this little talk, and we'll think about these points. And we'll see you next time.